Get ready.
The only thing that was on my mind was basketball. Playing basketball. All the way there and all the way back. Make sure this shit can make it back, because some people make sure they shit can make it halfway. And about what they did to the sun. Basketball. You're gonna, if you know you're gonna be controlled, you're pretty much gonna be mad. But you can do whatever, whenever, however. Basketball, but not big. If you don't have your work with you, then how you gonna study? How you gonna do your homework? Why the fuck are you hella prepared? Some people may think definitely listening to a live one time.
Get ready for the grand.
About what they did to the sun. Chapter on the road. The first time I ever went on the road, had my first little road trip, man, I went far. And this is after playing travel ball. Playing travel ball, I went far. I went places, but only places on the East Coast. But I went far and traveled crazy. Who would even know you could travel while you're in college? You just have to be able to take your work with you. Being on the road, you'll see almost anything. Might hit a couple strip clubs. Might hit a couple of casinos. Hotels. Airbnbs. Rooms. Walk around a couple of cities. You never know what you'll see. Being on the road. Being on the road is not that bad. Especially if you're making money on the road. It's not that bad. You just have to have a good vehicle that could definitely travel all the way there and all the way back. Make sure the shit can make it back. Because some people make sure they shit can make it halfway. And sometimes that's just a stretch, if you know what I mean. And in college, work is definitely a never-ending situation. It's a never-ending situation. If you're thinking you're about to go on a road trip and do no work, think again. I guarantee you'll be doing something, some type of work. You have to have some type of work. Especially if you're a college student. And if you don't have your work with you, then how are you going to study? How are you going to do your homework? Why the fuck are you hella unprepared? Because when you go on the road, you have to have everything in order. You could do a lot more with that. You have to do your work probably a week or two in advance. Me personally, I could only get my work done days ahead of time, days before classes. A few days before class, I'd do my work, and I'd probably get my work together. And those A students are usually marking their calendars for when that exam comes up. and they marking everything off on that syllabi. First of the month? Oh yeah. They putting everything in the
A book about what they did to the sun. What's the first city? Because this the last city before I start work. So it kind of seems like you have to start from the ending to get to the beginning. Now, how the fuck do you do that? Because you don't even know where it ends. And that's definitely a book about my life right now. You do not know where this shit ends. And it sounds bad, because it's like, what? You don't like life to end? It's like, hell no. Fuck, that's stupid. No. Like life to end. Not my life. But it's just, where does the drama end? Where does the bullshit end? What happened to, like, life itself, reality? It's kind of it became differently boring. Because the shit that you wish you could do throughout school, you damn near don't even want to do this shit. Everybody hates to get up early in the morning. Everybody hates to just be sitting in front of a teacher's face. Everybody hates to study. Everybody hates to be around people. Everybody hates the school lunch. Everybody hates being graded. Everybody hates being asked questions. Everybody hates having to rush early in the morning just to get to school, just to run to class. But when you don't have to worry about that shit no more, you really in a situation to where it's like, well, now what do you put in place for all that shit that you hated? Which is definitely, it's an interesting question. What do you put in place of all that shit that you hated? That's like a key question of life. What do you put in place of all the shit that you hated? Is it a thing to where you can put something that you kind of like in the way of some shit that you actually hated? That kind of seems like making something better than what it already is. It seems like you would technically make going out and having fun your classes as you get older. You actually have something to do during the day rather than what the fuck you hated. Some people hated school. Some people just hated being around people. Some people hated being in front of teachers. Some people hated the school lunch. Some people hated being graded. Some people even hated being asked questions. Damn, you don't like being asked questions? Fuck no. Some people hate that shit. Some people hated
first of the month? Oh yeah. They putting everything in the